Hello everybody, today I'm doing an example on using the laws of exponents. So in this question we are asked to simplify this expression. We notice that we have three brackets and we are multiplying these three brackets together. What I want you to recognize at first though is the third bracket is raised to the power of 2. Now what you have to do first is you first have to apply the exponent law of what you do when you have a power to a power before you can multiply all three brackets together. If you want to, you are allowed to first multiply brackets 1 and 2 together. Since neither of those brackets have an exponent, you can just multiply them together right from the start. So let's go. -2 times 4 is -8. Then when we have a to the power of 2 times a to the power of 1, we know that it has an exponent of 1 when there is no exponent written. Now we remember that what we do with those exponents, then we have the same bases. We are going to add the exponents. So we are going to get a to the power of 2 plus 1, which is 3. And then we're going to apply the same rule to our base of b. We're starting with b to the power of 3 and b to the power of 4. We know that they have the same basis, so we're going to add those exponents. So 3 plus 4 is 7. We are now going to multiply this by the third bracket squared. Now when you have multiple things in a bracket all raised to 1 power, I'm referring to -2 and a to the 5 and b, all three of those parts of that term needs to be raised to the power of 2. So we're going to say -2 squared is +4. Remember, when you are squaring a negative number, it becomes positive. A negative times a negative is equal to a positive. We are essentially doing this. Next up, we have a to the power of 5, which is raised to the power of 2. What we do with these two exponents is we multiply them together. So we're going to have a to the power of 5 times 2 is 10. Next up again, we have b. There's no exponent written, so we know that the exponent is 1. So we're going to say 1 times 2, and our base of b is going to stay the same. So we're going to have b squared. Now we can finally multiply the product of our first two brackets by our third bracket that has now been raised to the power of 2. We have -8 times 4, that is -32. Now we have a to the power of 3 times a to the power of 10. Again, they have the same bases, so we're going to keep that base. We are going to add the exponents together. We then have b. We have the same bases, b to the 7 and b to the 2, so we are going to add those two exponents together, and that is our final answer.